Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Andrew. Old automatics are awesome. They're cheap, they're plentiful if you find a good mechanic and you buy well. They're reliable-ish and you can modify them and they're great. They make a nice noise, they're comfy, you can put your family in them and they look cool. But they're not great for going fast, are they? You have soft, comfy seats without much padding, a ginormous steering wheel, and a weird, sorry, my finger got in there, a weird gear change selector thing. I mean, what does it all mean? I used to sell these in the 90s and used to tell people that all this was for when you're towing and things like that, because I really didn't know. But I've worked it out. It's really so when you are driving fast, you don't accidentally ram the gearbox into park and destroy your gearbox. So it's to help you select gears safely whilst driving quickly. So let's talk about driving fast in an old automatic. So welcome to the Nürburgring. We're obviously in Germany. Unrestricted speeds, can't get into any trouble here, of course. Any similarities to the Dandenongs in Victoria are completely coincidental. Now if you are driving, video says fast, if you are driving fast, let's call it spirited or enthusiastically, just be sensible. Look, it had rained last night, you can probably see the road's a bit patchy. We don't want to go skidding off the road and we need to look out for cyclists. Cyclists love this particular bit of the Nürburgring, so we're just going to be sensible, but I think there's scope to have some fun and enjoy the car. I'm sort of locked in position with my seating. The car's currently in D, now it's in 4, you can probably hear the clicks, 3. One thing I tend to do when I'm going for a bit of a blast is go very slowly through towns and villages, because although I can go at the speed limit, it's, you know, whatever the town speed limit is, and it's safe, what you're doing by cruising is that everyone that's in front of you is getting further and further away, which means there's more open road for you to enjoy your old automatic. So there's a couple of cars behind me, but they're not right up behind me yet. And then we get onto the open road. So this is a, you know, one take, and we might come up against a slow moving vehicle, so you know, we'll just see how it goes, but we might not. Alright, so now leaving the village on the Nürburgring, and in third, drop it down to second. So the technique I'm using is to, currently in second gear, obviously you've got the chance to keep the revs high, feel the performance of the car up into third. One of the things I really wanted to show you was going into a sharp corner, how to use the gearbox. If you change down too soon, it really doesn't do much good for the car's gearbox or the setup of the car. It makes the whole thing feel quite shocked. And so the idea would be to make the drive as smooth as possible and to make your drivetrain work in your favour rather than against you. So normally in a manual car you change down maybe just as you're coming into the braking zone and starting to turn in. Here you leave it much later. You really are almost coming off the brakes and turning in as you change gear. So here we go, there's another chance to hear, you might hear the engine revs. So braking, change down now, just as you turn in. And that means there's a little pause in the drivetrain, and then it kind of gathers itself up. Now we're in second, and the whole car is tauter, tighter, and more responsive to throttle. You can feel the suspension's loaded up. Brake, there we go, power. toes. Brake. This particular corner opens up to third. Very lucky we haven't caught up a bus or somebody going slow. I'm not going to go too fast because there will be the odd cyclist. Where we can go so far. So brake, 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 brake. Now into second. And out we go. Still in second. To third. A little bit, it's a bit bumpy and off camber through there. Slowing down again, brake, 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 second, up we go. Brake, 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 brake. Still in third, down into second, through we go. Hopefully that showed you a bit of technique that you could use or enjoy, and you get a bit more of an idea. Let me know what you think in the comments below.